I need a small zipper pouch for all the stuff I take with me when I go grocery shopping. So I decided I'm going to make one. I'm using this fabric. I had another one I could have used. It's this one. It's called, the design is called Pet Umbrella, but if I had been naming this, I would have called it Raining Cats and Dogs, because that's what it is. It's cute. I think this cost €3, and the Moomin fabric was €5. These were in the leftover bin once again, and also 50% off. So this would have been normally €10 this piece, but now it was 5. And anyway, it doesn't really matter, because I would have bought this for €10 as well, because if a piece of Moomin fabric ends up in the leftover bin, it's worth buying it, because I think this is the first time ever I've seen something like this in there. But I do like this one as well. Maybe I'll make another one, maybe bigger. Maybe I'll make a new shopping bag for myself and use this fabric for it. We'll see. So here are the parts needed. There's a zipper. If you use a fixed length zipper, you should design the pouch according to its length, but this is the similar I used for the zipper pocket, so I could just adjust the length to where I want it. And these two pieces will go here at the ends of the zipper. I'll show that a bit later. Here are the outer fabrics, so these will be the outside, and this is for an inside pocket. This isn't necessary, this is just if you want, you can have inside pockets, but you don't need them. And you can have 2 of these if you want to put pockets on both sides of the inside. It's really up to what you want and need. And here are the pieces for lining. These are light colored because this is a bit transparent. Like if I use dark color or something with patterns with bright colors, it would show through. So I chose this light colored fabric. Actually, this is the part which will be against that outer fabric. So I'll start by fixing that zipper. So this is what you do with the piece that comes to the end of the zipper. First you place it right side against the zipper like this, and then sew it here, turn it like this and like this, and also turn this edge to the inside, so the result looks like this. The next part is the inside pocket. You just turn the upper edge twice and then sew it, and then place the piece on a lining piece, and it's exactly aligned with this bottom edge of the lining, but if you want, you can place it lower. That's up to you what you do with it, and then you just cut off the extra fabric. But I'm going to put it here, and the next step is to sew here and here close to the edge, just to keep these two together while I'm sewing the other seams, and I'm going to put sew here also, because I want one side to be just the size of my mobile phone, and the other side was supposed to be the size of my wallet, which is really small. It's just for cards. There's no room for anything else in it. I'm not sure if there is enough space for that. I'll need to check. But I'm going to sew here, here, and here, and then it's time to put the rest of it together. Okay, I had some audio trouble with a couple of clips, so this jumps a step forward here, because this is how the zipper goes in place. So you just, when the zipper is the right side up, you place the outer fabric right side against the zipper, and you sew it here, and then do the same to the other side. So you get this piece, and then it's time to attach the lining. And the easiest way to get the lining pieces correctly is to put this the wrong side up, and then the lining piece the right side up, because this is how it's supposed to be here. So it goes to this edge of the zipper. So just turn it like this, and then pick it up like this, and now you have it here in the right place, and the right side is where it's supposed to be. And then you just do the same to the other lining piece. You put it here and turn it and sew it here. So you have the lining pieces like this. So now this is the outside, and this is the inside, and the next step is really important. Open the zipper. It needs to be open at this stage, because if it's closed, you can't turn the whole thing the right way around after the next step, which is sewing these and these together. And here you need to make sure that the zipper is towards the outer fabric, like this. When you turn this is the outside of the pouch, and this is the lining, and here this needs to be folded towards this side. And then you just sew this. You sew from here and all the way around to here, and leave about this size opening in the lining, at the bottom of the lining, because that's how you turn this whole thing the right side out. I almost forgot. I was planning to put a wristband to this pouch, so it can be carried using that. And there are two options. I could have attached the wristband right here directly into this outer fabric, but I'm putting this loop here, so I can replace the wristband if it gets worn or dirty or something. So this is just a strip of fabric folded in two lengthwise, and then turn the edges in and stitch it on one edge or both. I did both here, and then I stitch it here just so it'll stay in place while I'm sewing this entire thing. And here it's this way, so in the finished pouch it's going to look like this, and then I can put the wristband through this loop and replace it anytime I want. I have now sewn all around here, and the loop is here, so in this part I went here and then back and then forward again, so 3 times across that, just to make the seam stronger at that point, so the loop will stay in place. And the next step, oh yes, before turning this around, I'll just clip a bit of this fabric from the corners to make it thinner in there, so the corners will be neater that way. Just a little bit away from that. Okay. And then the opening is here. Which way? This way. Okay. And then you just turn the whole thing around through this opening, and this is why you need to make sure the zipper is open, because this is the outer part. You need to get it through this and then just push the corners. Okay, like this, and the other corner. Oh, it's so difficult making sure you stay in the picture while doing this. You can, if you want, you can push the corners with something like, for example, this. You can put it in here and just carefully push it to get the corners all turned. So, okay, that's good. So, and then the final part, yeah, those don't need to be turned, just a bit of this, so it's easier to get this opening here closed. So now you take this and turn the edges in like this, and then you sew this here as close to the edge as you can. Just sew the opening closed. Just push any protruding threads inside the opening. It doesn't matter how messy it's in there, nobody's gonna see it. So, sewing here, this closed, and then I'll show the last step. Did I say that this is the last step? Well, in normal case, it would be if there's no need for a wristband, then this is the last step, and that's pushing the lining inside. Just push it there and push the corners into the corners of this outer part. Just straighten it. It doesn't matter if the lining isn't quite straight, if it's a bit somehow it seems to me that this lining is too big. How can it be too big when all the parts are the same size? Well, it doesn't matter. It won't show, and it won't be a problem for using this. It's just annoying. Yeah, but oh, it's not too big. It's this. Need to pull it here. Yeah, it's the right size. This upper part wasn't just quite straight, so pulling it here a bit like that, and then this here, just straightening everything. Now, and here you can, if you want, you can stitch along this edge of the fabric. I think I'm going to do it just to keep the lining from going in between the zipper and causing trouble there. And then of course I'm going to need the wristband. I'll go and see what I've got. It would be nice if I find some band I can use, so I won't need to make it, but we'll see. And here are the inside pockets. Let's see. This is mobile phone. It fits in one pocket, and this is the wallet, which fits in the other, so that's a success. And then I'll just need to check that the grocery shopping bag fits into this big compartment. But I think I'm going to do the stitching now, and then I'll see if I can find suitable wristband for this. All finished now. The stitchings are done here, and I found this blue band. There's a lot of blue in the pictures, so it's a nice color for this wristband. I just stitched the ends here, and so it's finished and everything fits in there. Let's see if I can get it open with one hand. Okay, so there's the shopping bag and phone and wallet in there, so all the things that I need to take with me, they fit in there, and well, this looks quite nice. The only thing I really don't like is the feet aren't all there. I should have cut this bit lower, but I had cut this picture and then this part was just above it, so there was a cut edge around here and the feet were really low, close to the cut edge. So now they are inside the seam, in the seam allowances, but can't do much about that now. I could have got this picture from another part of the fabric, but I didn't want to waste any of the fabric, and this was kind of the cut from the most economical place, so I could have as big piece of the fabric left as possible. If I had cut this somewhere else, it would have made a hole in the middle of the fabric, and that would have been wasteful. So this is good enough, and now I can make more of these, as I know the inside pockets work, and I could have made pockets also on this side, so there would be 4 of these, or they could be one pocket which is all the way from one edge to the other, just sort of separating compartments. Not that much of pocket really, just 2 big compartments and then a couple of pockets here. But that's finished now.